We've had a very weird experience when it comes to adaptations about video games and, the things we love about video games. We've had great adaptations like The Last of Us, Arcane, and we've had very mediocre adaptations like the Halo series, especially season 1. I never watched season 1 or season 2, but from what people have told me, season 2 is better than season 1. But it still doesn't lead to that excitement of you being able to play a game. And let's not even talk about The Witcher, which was an adaptation is so good if the ending of the adaptation leads to more sales or leads to a higher investment or interest in the actual game and the actual franchise itself. And that's something we've just experienced so far this weekend. Now, there aren't going to be any spoilers for this video, but of course, I'm obviously talking about Fallout, the series on Amazon Prime. Men and women of culture, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Senzu, back at it again, back on another video. Do make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you can. If you're a big Fallout fan, if you're a big Bethesda fan, if you're a big Skyrim fan, whatever gaming fan you are, leave in the comment section down below what you guys think. Now, without further ado, we are going to hop into the Fallout show. I'll be honest with you guys. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I wasn't expecting Fallout to be a good show, especially after coming from Halo and then coming from The Witcher. Video game adaptations so far have been hit or miss. We've had very good ones. We've had Sonic the Hedgehog, which has been phenomenal in every single aspect in regards to just respecting the character and what the character represents. We've had The Last of Us, which is mwah. We've had Halo, which has been, and now we have Fallout. I'm a Arcane, Cyberpunk, Edgerunner, classic animes, classic adaptations. But with Fallout, especially with it being a Prime series, I wasn't entirely sure how this was going to pan out. I wasn't entirely sure if it was going to be good. Tell us if this is going to be bad. And now I'm here to tell you guys who haven't watched this or who are planning to watch it this week, give it a shot. It's a very good show. I think I'll even put this show higher than The Last of Us if I had no knowledge of the Fallout universe in itself. Now, there are a couple of things you have to take note about the Fallout show. So let's say, for example, it's clear that this show is made by people who actually play the games, because you have 3 characters which all represent a stereotype of every single Fallout player. You have the typical RPG player, which is about, coming into a new place, discovering all the new things about the world, figuring out what to do. That's going to be Lucy, who's just the newly fresh out of the vaults protagonist. You then have Maximus, he's the Brotherhood of Steel Squire. And then you have the Ghoul, who obviously, if you haven't seen all the things from Twitter, you haven't been spoiled from Twitter, he's probably the best character in this whole show. Every single thing he does has a meaning. His story has a meaning. Him being so bad. An antagonist is written so well when you end up being on the side of the antagonist. And he's not exactly an antagonist at the end of the day. He's like an anti-hero. But yes, he does play the antagonist role in the early stages of the show or whatever. And then you obviously have the whole point of Fallout. Why do the vaults exist? What was the idea behind the vaults? And if you've played any of the Fallout games, you would know that every single vault has an experiment that has been placed upon them. Apart from maybe a few, maybe about 1 or 2. But every single vault has a corresponding experiment that has been taking place. So like I said, I'm not going to go into spoilers, what I like about the show, what I don't like about the show. And so let's go into the first thing I like about the show, which is, like I said, the characters. Written well. Maximus probably was the weakest character in regards to writing and storytelling. Everyone else was pretty spot on. Lucy was incredible. The Ghoul was Walter Goggins, bro. That guy can act to save his life. Then we also have the environmental storytelling, the set design, the costumes, looking at the T60 come out. It's Fallout. The music, the cinematography, the direction, everything about this series screams, I play Fallout. Which, if you've watched the Halo show, you would know for a fact that they don't give a fuck about anything about the show, about the series. Let's even talk about The Witcher, with Henry Cavill trying his best to actually pinpoint it to, let's focus on the source material, instead of us going off the tangents and doing something that isn't accurate. I'm all for telling stories in shows. I'm all for telling stories that aren't from the show, that aren't from the series, that aren't from the franchise. But the whole problem comes from when you try to retcon every single thing about the show. You try to retcon the history, you try to retcon the lore, you try to retcon things that don't make sense when you retcon them. The show does do some retconning, but it's understandable given the climate that we're in and given, just culture and trying to be self-aware and trying to be socially aware and socially inclusive of everything else. I really don't have that much. I really don't have anything bad to say about the show. I think you guys should go watch it. If you watching me right now, bro, sis, you watching me now, you should have been watching the show from the get-go, like for real. There are some pacing issues. There are some things that don't make any sense. Another thing I love about the show has to do with like, it doesn't explain a lot. It doesn't try to explain why certain things are. You will see what I'm talking about in like the very first episode of the show. When something happens, someone uses something to heal themselves, and it doesn't explain how the person all of a sudden stops bleeding. That's Fallout. That's literally Fallout. So yeah, you guys should all give this a shot, give this a watch. If you haven't already, it's so big on, it's going massive. It's so big that people are going back to Fallout 4, people are going back to Fallout New Vegas, people are even going back to Fallout 76, which I don't know how people are going back to Fallout 76. Even I ended up buying Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition and Fallout 76, no, Fallout, not 76, Fallout New Vegas on Steam. I love the show. I love what it represents. I'm not even the biggest Fallout fan in regards to Bethesda games. If anything, I'm more of a Skyrim guy. I'm more of an Elder Scrolls fan because I love high fantasy and fantasy RPGs as opposed to post-apocalyptic. I've never been the post-apocalyptic guy or the post-apocalyptic go-to guy. But the show does give you that, you know what, I want to be in the Fallout universe. Not literally, because God forbid, and God knows I won't survive. Shit. But it really pushes you to enjoy the franchise for what it is and what it could possibly become, which makes it more upsetting why Halo isn't doing the exact same thing for Halo Infinite. You know, Halo Master Chief Collection should be blowing up. Halo Infinite should be incredible because like concurrent players and the game becoming more popular now. That should be the case. We saw the same thing happen with The Last of Us, and we saw the same thing happen with League, and we saw the same thing happen with Cyberpunk. Even The Witcher, you know, for anyone who is Nigerian, Black, African American, Afro-Caribbean, there's a particular saying our moms or dads usually tell us: if you have nothing good to say about something, you keep quiet. Or what I normally do is say, we thank God for their lives. Repeat after me, people. We thank God for their lives. Leave in the comment section down below what you guys think. I'd like to hear what everyone thinks about the Fallout show. And if you're one of the people who went to buy Fallout 4 or Fallout 76 or Fallout New Vegas, put a thumbs up, like the video, comment, subscribe, share the video if you can. Yeah, new video about game adaptations. It's still gaming, so who cares? So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope to hear from you soon. Love you all. Peace. Bye.